All right, so let's begin with inequalities. So let's see what is there in inequalities. Any question before that?
No.
Okay. So let us see what is an inequality. How is equalities and inequalities are different? Let's take a look in the first case. What is the subtle difference between equalities and inequalities? Now, if I take equalities on one side and I put inequalities on the other side and take let's say some simple expression. Let's say here I have A is equals to B and here I have X less than Y. Okay. Now when I'm doing some basic operations on these equalities and inequalities and see how the properties are. So when I add any value, okay, some constant value, this is the same. A plus C will always be equal to A plus B plus C, and A minus C will always be equal to A minus C for all the values of C where C belongs to the set of real numbers. Similarly, your X plus C, it will be less than Y plus C, and X minus C will also be less than Y minus C. Again the same thing for all the values of C where C belongs to the set of real numbers. Wonderful. Now when I multiply, this is addition and subtraction. So when I multiply, AC will be equal to BC, or when I divide, A upon C is equals to B upon C. Again, this is valid for all values of C that belongs to the set of real numbers. Right? That belongs to the set of real numbers. But my XC is less than YC, and my X upon C is less than Y upon C for values that is C greater than 0, right? And XC will be greater than YC, or X by C will be greater than Y upon C, where C is less than 0. The sign flips when you multiply or divide by a negative sign. Okay, so that's the most important thing that you need to remember. There's another case where the sign flips. Let's see what is that case. Now when I say A is equal to B, 1 over A is also equals to 1 over B. But when I say X is less than Y, then 1 over X is greater than 1 over Y. Correct? Cool. Is that clear, guys? So these are the things that you need to remember. Which is that what is very, very important is this portion. The multiplying and dividing by an opposite sign, and taking a reciprocal way, the sign flips. So you got to be careful with that. Perfect. Now, having said this is the basic operational properties for inequalities, let's play around with some questions in inequalities. Let's take a look at the first question. Read the first question, Ankit.
Okay. If X is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 4 and Y is less than 12, which of the following cannot be the value of XY?
Okay. Right. So how do we go about doing this?
Option by option.
Option by option. Okay. Yes. So let's go ahead and see that. So what is happening? So what do we have here? One second. Alright. So the value of x between 0 and 4, whereas the value of y is less than 12. So let's take a look at answer choice A. Can answer choice A be the value of x and y?
Yes.
Yes, when x is equals to 2 and y is equals to minus 1. It's possible, yes. So we can actually knock it off. B, 0.
Yes.
Yes, when x is equal to 0 and y for any value. Okay,
yes.
So this is also yes. So it's gone. C, 6. Obviously, x is equals to 2, y is equal to 3. So this is also yes. So gone. D, 24, where x is equals to, you can take anything. Let's say x is equal to 4, y is equal to 6. So this is yes. Knock off. E is 48. Here this is not possible because when I take x is equal to 4, that's the maximum value that I can take. Y should be at least 12, but I cannot take y 12 because y is less than 12. Is it not? So this is not possible, hence this is the answer. Make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one. Is the number x lies between is the number x lies between 0.2 and 0.7. Okay, 0.2 and 0.7. So let us see what it is. So it's a yes or no question, right? So first we need to define our yes and define our no. So my s lies between, x lies between 0.2 and 0.7. So how do you define no?
If it is less than 0.2 or greater than 0.7.
Exactly. So when x is less than or equal to 0.2,
yeah, and greater than or equal to 0.7.
When x is greater than or equal to 0.7. Okay, go ahead guys, do this and give me the answer. At least I'll do it first. Draw the table. Make sure that you draw the table. C. Answer is C. Maybe. Let's see what Pradeep has got.
Give me a minute, I'm doing this.
Sure. No problem. No problem.
Yes, Kalan. Answer is C. C.
Okay, that's pretty simple, straightforward. So the first statement, it talks about 560x is greater than 560x is less than
Less than 280. So we
when I simplify
get
this,
x is less than 0.5. 0.5.
So I'll take value as x is equal to
0.3 I took, which is fact statement happy, and
okay, 0.3 you took fact statement happy, so you get a yes, because
yes,
0.3, 0.2 and 0.7 you get a yes. Then you took x is equals to
0.1 or 0. 0.1 I took, and
x is less than
we get no.
0.1, so I get a no, not sufficient, 80 is gone. Good. Next.
700x is greater than 280. So x is greater than 0.4.
Right.
So I took the 0.5 as an x value. So happy, we get the yes. Then we took the 0.8, then which is happy with the fact statement.
Yes.
But we get no. But in case if we club x and y, fact statement 1 and 2, like x lies between 0.4 and 0.5, so which is always true. So my answer is C.
Correct. So x lies between 0.5 and 0.4. So which means that x should always lie between 0.2 and 0.7. Perfect. So always get a yes. So this is sufficient, and the answer is very good. Perfect. Excellent. So let's take a look at the next question, which is an interesting question, relatively easy question. Go ahead and do this, guys. Is x lies between 1 and 2? Go ahead and do this. Define yes and no correctly, and then do this. Is x lies between 1 and 2? Yes. X lies between 1 and 2, and define no properly. Got it?
E.
E. Okay. It's simple, straightforward. Got it, Pradeep?
Doing the line.
Okay. Sure.
Kalyan, I got A.
What A? How did you get A? Okay, let's take a look at this. It says, what is X? What is S? When X lies between?
X is 1 is less, 1 is 1 and 2.
Right. What is no?
And if X is
less than equal to 1 and greater than equal to 2.
Right. X is less than or equal to 1 and greater than or equal to 2. Okay, so what is the first statement saying? 0 is less than X, which means
less than 0 is
0 is less than X means
negative
what?
values.
0 is less than X, Pradeep.
Oh, Okay.
0 is less than x means x is greater than 0.
I can take 1, 2.
You can take any value. Definitely. Yes, falls outside the purview. So you can take x is equal to 1.5. Back step and happy. 1.5 lies in 1 and 2. So I get a yes. X is equals to 3. Back step and happy. X is greater than 2. So I get a no. Not sufficient. AD is 1. Similarly, second one. X is less than 3. Okay, I'll take the same values whereas x is equal to 1.5. Back step and happy. I get a yes. Let's say x is equals to, let's take some 0 or minus 1. Let's say 0. Back to 1. Yeah. So x is less than 1. So I get a no. S or no, not sufficient. So my B is also gone. So when I combine both, okay, where I have x is greater than 0 but x is less than 3, which means again I can get a yes or no, right?
Yeah.
X is equals to I can take 1.5, for which I get a yes.
Not sufficient.
And 2.
E is the answer.
And x is equals to, yeah, I can take 2.5 also. 2 or 2.5. So I get a no. So not sufficient. C is also gone and E is the answer. Make sense? Right. So careful in interpretation. That's the reason they give you. It's not a difficult question, but it's tricky. 0 is less than x. So, the brain functions are I mean, in the sense, sudden, 0 is negative. That less than sign and 0 will hit us hard and say it's negative. You understand? That's a trap.
Yeah, that's right. Correct.
That's a trap. Got to be careful with. Okay? Right. Copy this down.
Yes, Kalan, I did. Done.
Sure. Let's take a look at the fourth question, which is very interesting question. I'll give you 3 minutes of time. Do it and give me the answer. Okay. Plug in values correctly and then do it. Then I'll take you through. Very, very important. Right?
Kalan, give me 1 minute.
Okay. Sure. Ankit, you got it?
Almost.
Okay. Right. No problem. Take it.
E. I think it's yeah.
E. You got E?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's say. Pradeep, you?
Yeah, I'm almost there. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Answer is C, Kalyan.
Answer is C. Are you sure?
C. Yeah, both together are sufficient.
Okay. So let's do it together quickly. Okay. So first of all, what do I have? In case of yes or no, I have x minus y upon x plus y is greater than 1, and x minus y upon x plus y is less than or equal to 1. They also said that x is not equal to minus 1. Okay. So the first fact statement, this says x is greater than 0. So if I take some value, let's say x is equals to, let's say 3 and y is equal to, let us say 2. Fact statement happy. And 3 minus 2 upon 3 plus 2, I'll get 1 upon 3, which is less than 1. So I get a no. Can I get a yes? Yeah, why not? If I kind of make numerator positive, bigger than denominator, which means I have to take value of y negative.
Y is equal to minus 2.
Yeah, minus.
Correct.
Yeah.
So 3 plus 2 upon 3 minus 2, this becomes, sorry, this is 5. So this becomes 5 upon 1, which is greater than 1. So I get a yes. Yes or no, not sufficient. So AD is gone. And if you take a look at the second statement, I have, what does the second statement say? Y is
less than 0.
Less than 0. So let me take the same values like I've taken above. X is equals to 3, y is equal to minus 2. Fact statement happy. 3 plus 2 upon 3 minus 2, I'll get 5, which is greater than 1. So I get a yes. Can I get a no? Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
I just flip these values. I'll just flip these values. I'll put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. Make sense?
Yeah.
2 minus 3 upon 2 plus 3. This is
2 minus of minus 3.
So
that
okay,
is
so
5
2 plus
plus
3,
1.
and here denominator 2 minus 3. So I get 5 by minus 1, which is equal to minus 5, less than 1, so I get a no.
No.
Correct?
Yeah.
So not sufficient, so B is also gone. Now if I combine both 1 and 2, what do I have to get? X is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. Correct? So I can take the similar values as I've taken above. X is equal to 3,
yes.
Y is equal to minus 2, I'm getting a yes.
Minus 2.
And if I take X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to minus 3, both minus the fact statements are happy, and I'm getting a no.
Getting no. Yeah. We are
Not
getting E. Yes, no.
E is none. Okay, got it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We both took the same examples. 2, 3, 2, 3.
Then where did you go wrong then?
No. I was getting E only. Final answer is E.
Oh,
correct.
Okay, perfect. All right, is that clear? So very important question, guys. What is very important here is what I've seen people doing it is, this expression they will actually simplify this. When I say x minus y by x plus y is greater than 1, tell me, does it imply that x minus y is greater than x plus y? Does it imply that?
No,
it does not. Okay, you should never do that. Okay, because we don't know the signs of x and y, right? So we should never ever do that. Okay, like for example, if I say x minus y is greater than 1, this does not blindly imply x greater than y, right?
Yes.
Okay, because If I say x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 2, here my x by y is greater than 1 and definitely x is greater than y. But when I say x is equal to minus 3 and y is equals to minus 2, then also x by y is greater than 1. But x is less than y here. Correct now?
Correct.
So what is the rule? Therefore, the note here is do not simplify variables in inequalities with respect to multiplication and division. Okay, what is multiplication? Normally what they do is for this kind of multiplication means again there is what do we call? Say suppose if they have something such as if I simply say x by y is greater than x, and again I cannot say this does not imply obviously y is greater than 1, right? At the same time, when I say x square is greater than x, I cannot simply knock off x and x and say x is greater than 1. This is also not 100% right. It is possible, but it is also not possible. Correct?
Yeah.
Right. So let's do a couple of questions based on this thing. Let's go to the next page and let's take a look at the next question, which says E is x square greater than x. X square greater than x is my yes, and x square less than or equal to x is my no. So go ahead and do this and give me the answer. 2 minutes.
A.
Okay, maybe let's do that once again and see. Does it also got A?
Twinkle, give me 1 minute.
Sure, no problem.
Yes, sir. I'm getting A. Actually, in the part statement 1, I'm not able to get the 2. No. So
in the part statement 1, you cannot get no obviously because when x square is greater than 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the first statement say x square is greater than 1. So if I take x square is equals to let us say 2. Okay, backs up and happy. If my x square is equals to 2, this implies x is equals to
1
plus or minus
.414.
root 2. Yeah. So either way, my x square has to be greater than x. So here I get a yes. Can I get a no? Okay. In order to get a no, all that you can do is you can only take some kind of a fraction. Let us say 2.25. Backs up and happy. X square is equal to 2.25, which implies that x is equals to plus or minus root of 2.25. That is equals to plus or minus 1.5. Again, either way, x square is greater than x, so I get a yes only. So this is sufficient. So AD. So there BC is gone. So when I look at the second statement, what does the second statement say? X is greater than minus 1. Right? So if x is greater than minus 1, so I can take x is equals to, again I can take x is equal to, let's say 2, backs up and happy, x square is equals to 4, so therefore here x square is greater than x, so I get a yes. How do I get a no here?
So x is equal to 0.5. X is equal to 0.5, so we get 0.25 as x square, which is less than.
Excellent. So is equals to 2.5. Therefore, x square is less than x. So here I'm getting a no, right? Yes. So it's not sufficient. The sort of A and D, you knock off D. A is not perfect. Good. Okay. So when the values of x lies between 0 and 1, then x square will obviously be less than x. So that is something that you can interpret from this. Alright, okay, good. That one was good. Let's take a look at the next question, which is the other way around of asking the same question. Okay, just other way around of the same previous question. Let's take a look at this question and let's do this question. Is x lies between 0 and 1? Do this and give me the answer. 2 minutes.
Here again, ये excellent.
Here again,
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. So what we have, pretty simple. X square is less than x. That's what we just now did. If x square is less than x, the only way that is possible is x has to be between 0 and 1, right? And if x cube is positive, then x can take any values. So it need not have to be between 0 and 1. So the answer is A. Perfect. Ankit, you got it? Hello? Ankit is not there?
Yeah. I forgot to unmute. I was speaking for last 2 minutes and I forgot to unmute. That's why I thought I said A and you didn't respond. What went wrong?
Okay. So interesting one. The next question. The next thing that we are going to look at is more about modulus. Just like we have seen modulus sign in absolute values in equalities. So here we see under inequalities. What do I mean by mod of x, let's say less than or equal to 3? Okay. So when I say mod of x is less than or equal to 3, absolute values. When mod of x is less than or equal to 3, what does this imply? This implies x is less than or equal to 3 or minus x is less than or equal to 3. And minus x is less than or equal to 3 implies x is less than or equal to minus 3. Right? Therefore, when I say mod x is less than or equal to 3, this implies what? X lies between minus 3 and 3.
Inclusive.
Okay? Yes, inclusive. Of course, equal to means inclusive. Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at these examples. What does it say? Which of the following inequalities in algebraic expression for the shaded part of the number line above? Shaded part is between 5 and minus 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Right? Shaded part is between minus 5 and 3. So I've got minus 5 and 3. So which inequalities will give me the answer? You guys do that and give it to me first and then we'll do it together. Obviously, first two answer choices are gone because the line says minus 3 to 3 or minus 5 to 5. So let's not worry about first two answer choices. Just take a look at this. The next three answer choices and see which answer choices will give you that shaded region. A and B I'll straight eliminate. Now you have C, D and E.
It's E.
Huh?
E.
It's E. Yes, it's E. Yes. Okay.
Just need to replace x by x plus 1 in the form.
Yes. So please simple the guide, Pradeep.
Yes, sir, I'm doing. Actually, I just x minus 2 is less than or equal to 3 and x minus 2 less than or equal to minus 3. That way I'm segregating it. So first one I got 3x is equal to x is less than plus 5 and there is a one more x is greater than or equal to minus 5. Sorry,
yeah, no, basically if you open this up, when I say mod of x minus 2 less than or equal to 3, this implies I'll write this as x minus 2 lies between minus 3 and 3. Correct?
Yes.
Then now I don't want x minus 2, I want x. Therefore I will add 2 across. Right? So it becomes 2 minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2 plus 3. Correct?
Correct.
Right. So this is minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. This is not what I am looking at. So D is 1. E says mod of x minus 1 lies less than or equal to 4. This implies x minus 1 lies between minus 4 and 4. Correct now? This implies I don't want minus 1. So I need to add 1 across. 1 minus 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 plus 4. So that gives me minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. It's not minus 3 and 5, it is minus 5 and 3. So D is also gone. So if I take a look at answer is E lastly, then that's where I'll get that answer. Because E gives me what? Mod of x plus 1 is less than or equal to 4, which means x plus 1 lies between minus 4 and 4 again. So here I don't want plus 1. So what should I do? I need to subtract 1 across. Right?
Yeah.
So I'll get minus 5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to this answer. Got it? Pradeep, got it?
Yes, correct.
Pradeep, got it? Yes.
Got it.
Alright. So let's take a look at this and let's see what else we have with respect to the next question. Go ahead and read the next question today.
What is the value of mod x?
What is the value of mod x? Go ahead and read this and give me the answer. Let me solve it over. Check in data sufficiency question.
Is it C?
No, C. That's a trap.
This is crap.
Do it. What do I need? That's what, follow the process. You didn't follow the process. What do I need to find out? First question.
The value of mod x.
Yeah, we have to find the value of mod x.
Okay, so always ask that question. What do I need to find out? I need to find out what is the value of modulus of x. Okay, then what do I know?
Don't know.
What do I know? Interpret. What do you mean mod x is equals to?
Mod x is equal to x plus or minus
X
x.
can take less or minus x.
X.
X can take less or minus x.
Yeah.
So what else do I need to know? Do I need to know? Okay, I need to know that one value of x.
Yeah.
I don't care whether it is plus or minus. Correct? X is equals to what? I need one. Want you to
Okay.
here
Okay.
some number.
Okay. I got it. C. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you take a look at the first statement, what does it say?
Yeah,
First statement says mod x is equals to minus mod x. What does this imply? What does this imply? Hey, x is equal to minus mod. Sorry.
Yeah, x is equal to minus.
What does this imply?
X is going to be a negative number.
X is a negative number, right? X should be less than 0. So I have so many negative numbers.
Yeah.
So obviously not sufficient. So AD is gone. Let's take a look at second. Second says x square is equal to 4. This implies x
Plus
is
2
equal
minus
to plus 2 plus or minus 2. I'm getting two values of 2. Is that sufficient?
Mod. Yeah.
This is sufficient here. Otherwise, see, the hangover will have. अरे previous statement x negative आ गया, यहाँ पे दो values आ गए, मतलब दोनों मिलाए तो एक value आ जाएगा. That is wrong.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, that's a trap. I just need only one value for here 2 here. So if I plus or minus I got, I just need to have 2 here. I don't care whether it is plus 2 or minus 2. Is it not? So because I need modulus of x. Okay, nice question.
Yeah.
See, this is a mistake we'll do on GMAT. We don't even know.
I didn't understand the first fact statement. How come it becomes a negative value?
Correct. Now, if it says x is equals to minus mod x, right? Now, mod x is always positive. This portion is always positive.
Yes.
Correct, na? Now, therefore, if this portion is positive, I have negative sign in front of it, which means x should be
Always negative.
negative. That's it. It implies x has to be less than 0.
So we should not get confused with the x which is there inside the mod and outside the mod.
Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. You can't. No. It's the same thing. You just can't have positive inside x. That's it. That's what the statement says. I can't take x is equals to 1. This statement will not be satisfied. If I take x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus of 1 with mod of mod, which implies x is equal to minus 1. This is not possible, na? Correct, na?
Yeah.
Correct.
How come it is not possible?
Now, how come when you're saying x is equal to 1, you are ending up getting x is equal to minus 1.
Okay. Got it.
You understand? Okay. Let's say x is equal to minus 1, then my x is equal to minus modulus of minus 1.
Minus 1.
This implies x is equal to minus 1. So this is correct. Okay.
Correct.
So x should always be less than 0. That's why.
Yes.
Okay. Like this, you'll get many guys. So you put 1 or 2 numbers, you will understand. Okay. This kind of things, a lot of stuff you'll get in with modulus.
Yeah, exactly. We have to put the number. Let's say x is equal to 2.
Yeah, exactly. Just 1 or 2 numbers, you put one positive or negative, you will understand what it is. Okay.
Not equal.
Brilliant. Next, any question?
No.
Alright. Then let's take a small couple of minutes break and then come back and let's do fraction decimal percentages.
All right.